Okay, today lesson is polystyrene. I hope to introduce polystyrene introduction, structure, manufacturing process, properties, application, lastly environmental issues. Now I am going to talk about introduction. Polystyrene is a synthetic aromatic polymer made from the monomer styrene, a liquid petrochemical. Polystyrene's chemical formula is C8H8. Polystyrene was discovered in 1839 by Edward Siemens from Berlin. At the same time, general purpose polystyrene is clear, hard and brittle. It is a very inexpensive resin per unit weight. As a thermoplastic polymer, polystyrene is in a solid state at room temperature but flows if heated above about 100 Celsius. Its glass transition temperature. Moving to my next point, structure. Polystyrene production process have mainly three structures. First one is ethyl benzene, second one is styrene. You can see these two structure in this slide. Another structure is polystyrene structure. You can see this diagram polystyrene structure. At the same time, polystyrene comes in three forms. They are symbiotic polystyrene, symbiotic, atactic, and isolytic polystyrene. Okay, moving to my next point is manufacturing process. This is a polystyrene manufacturing process flow diagram. I think you can get some ideas for this diagram. Now I am going to talk about production process. First step is making styrene. The basic unit of polystyrene is styrene, which is the product of a two-fold reaction, ethylene and benzene, in the presence of catalyst such as aluminum chloride from ethyl benzene, which is the dehydrogenate at 1112 to 1202 degrees Fahrenheit to form styrene. Next step is making polystyrene. Polystyrene is formed from styrene through suspension polymerization, a process by which tiny drops of the monomer are completely surrounded by water and a miscellaneous substance. Next, a polymerization initiator is added to the droplets, which are suspended by heat radiation of about 212 degrees Fahrenheit. This results in free radicals, a group of atoms particularly likely to react with others because they contain unpaired electrons which are available for molecular bonding. Okay, next step is preparing the beads. After polymerization is complete, the mixture consisting of beads made up of polystyrene chains is cooled. These beds are then washed out and dried. Uniform bed size is achieved by sorting the beds through meshes which filter out over and undesired beds. Okay, next step is making expanded polystyrene foam. This process is known as pre-expansion and involves heating the polystyrene either with steam or hot air. The heating is carried out in a vessel holding anywhere from 50 to 500 gallons during pre-expansion. An agitator is used to keep the beds from fusing together. Since expanded beds are lighter than unexpanded beds, they are forced to the top of the vessel's cavity and discharged. Next, the pre-expanded beds are usually aged for at least 24 hours in mesh storage silos. This allows air to diffuse into the beds, cooling them and making them harder. Okay, next step is molding. After egging, the beads are fed into a mold of the desired shape. Low pressure steam is then injected into and between the beads, expanding them once more and fusing them together. The mold is then cooled either by circulating water through it or by spraying water on the outside. EPF is such a good insulator that it is hard to cool the mold down. Using small molds can reduce both the heating and cooling time and thereby speed up the process. Next step is making extruded expanded polystyrene foam. This process yields EPF with smaller cell size that can be used to manufacture boards used for insulation. The beads are melted and a blow-in agent is added. The molten polystyrene is then extruded into the proper shape under condition of high temperature and pressure. Okay. Last step is cutting, bonding and coating. EPF is usually cut with common woodworking tools, which must be kept very sharp at all times to cut smoothly. It can also be bonded with adhesives that do not destroy it. Water-based adhesives are good, as are phenols, epoxies, resocinals, and ureas. Uh, and EPF is not resistant to weathering or sunlight, and it is flammable. So generally coatings such as epoxy, different kinds of paint and non-flammable substance are applied to the surface. Okay, now I am going to talk about polystyrene properties. We can divide into 6 parts in properties. They are physical, mechanical, optical, thermal, electrical and chemical properties. Now I am going to talk about physical properties. The density of polystyrene can vary from 10 kg over cubic meter to 50 kg over cubic meter. Unfilled polystyrene is amorphous and has a glassy, sparkling appearance. It is also known as crystal polystyrene. An important property of extruded polystyrene is its buoyancy or ability to float in water. Its specific gravity 1.03 to 1.06 gram over cubic centimeter. Apparent density is 0.6 to 0.65. Water absorption 0.03 to 0.1%. Okay, now I am going to talk about mechanical properties. The mechanical properties of a polymer include its strength, elongation, modules, impact strength, and toughness. Crystal form of the polymer polystyrene have low impact strength. You can see this table has lot of mechanical properties: tensile modules, tensile strength, tensile elongation, shear modules, flexure strength, and flexure modules. Okay, now I am going to talk about optical properties. GPPS is transparent, while high impact polystyrene, which is a copolymer formed by adding rubber to polystyrene at the time of polymerization, is opaque. However, HIPS has gloss, which is measured by the percentages of light reflected by the surface of the polymer. You can see these optical properties, this table. Okay, now I am going to talk about thermal properties. Thermal properties are the properties exhibited by the substance when it is subjected to heat. These include the heat distortion, temperature, glass transition temperature, thermal conductivity. Polystyrene is a rigid, transparent thermoplastic which is present in solid or glassy state at normal temperature. Thermal properties table is in this slide. Properties are glass transition temperature, specific heat capacity, thermal conductivity, thermal expansion, and Vickard softening temperature. Okay, now I am going to talk about electrical properties. Electrical properties are the properties of a substance that determine its response to an electric field. Properties are dielectric strength and dielectric constant and volume resistivity and arc resistance. You can see this table have electrical properties. Okay, now I am going to talk about chemical properties. Polystyrene is chemical inert and does not react with most substance. It dissolves in some organic solvents. It is soluble in solvents that contain acetone such as most aerosol, paint, sprays and cyanoacrylate glues. The transformation of carbon-carbon double bonds into less reactive single bonds in polystyrene is the main reason for its chemical stability. Polystyrene on complete oxidation produces only carbon dioxide and water vapor. Okay, moving to my next point is application, polystyrene application. First one is packaging, food products and cold drinks or carry out meals, and polystyrene is a versatile and cost effective solution for rigid packaging and food service disposables. And consumer electronics, leading choice of media enclosures and cassette tapes, housing and clear jewel box to protect CDs and DVDs. At the same time, medical polystyrene is used for a wide range of disposable medical applications, including tissue cultures, test tubes, petri dishes, and housing for test kits. And cosmetics contains for talcum powder, cream shaving soap, tooth powder, hair cream, and lipstick. And also construction, polystyrene resins are the most popular materials for building and construction applications. Okay, now I am going to talk about environmental issues. Extruded polystyrene is usually made with hydrofluorocarbons, which have global warming potential of approximately 1000 to 1300 times that of carbon dioxide. Non-biodegradable discarded polystyrene does not biodegrade for hundreds of years and it's resistant to photolysis. Hazardous if improperly burnt. When burned below 900 Celsius up to 19, dangerous compounds can be released. At the same time, the styrene monomer cancer causing agent. Okay.